Hey writer friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I'm a writer aspiring to be a published author. In today's video, I will be giving you my NaNoWriMo wrap-up. So as you can see, I've got this mug of tea. It says, think happy, be happy, because those are the type of vibes that I need for this video. So just so you know, I do have a vlog that will be going up. I'm not sure when. I was vlogging some instances when I was writing, but mostly I was just trying to vlog whenever I hit my reward. So I could show you guys when I hit my editing goal and then I get my reward. But as you will soon see, I did not hit all of my rewards. So I don't know if I'm gonna come out with that video early and then just come out with a separate video when I reach my other goals and get my rewards for that later. I probably will do that just so you guys can get the vlog footage for at least the first 2 weeks of NaNoWriMo. So for those of you who are new or did not watch the previous videos about my NaNoWriMo experience, I was a Nano Rebel in November. What was that? 2 days ago, I was a rebel. I guess I'm still technically a rebel. But anyways, I chose to edit the 4th draft of my novel, The Celestial Code. Well, not editing the 4th draft. It was editing the 3rd draft to create the 4th draft. The Celestial Code had 32 chapters, so it came out to roughly 1 chapter a day for me to edit to be able to finish on time. So my November 1st started off fairly strong. I did get some editing in, but pretty much I was just packing and making sure I had everything ready because on the 2nd I flew in to visit my twin Heather in Arizona, and I did this last year because I wanted to visit her and thought that it would be a great way for us to get our words in and just go running out of the gates of NaNoWriMo together. And I wanted to do that again this year. So I took a week off of work and flew into Arizona. I was there from the 2nd to, I believe, the 9th. And I had an awesome time, you guys. So that's what a lot of the vlog footage is about. And yeah, I'm excited to show you guys that footage because there's some fun stuff that we did as breaks and, you know, different places that we were working on our nano goals together. So while I was on vacation, I edited about a chapter a day. There was maybe one day where I almost finished the chapter and then the next day I finished it and then edited another one. But pretty much over the course of those 9 days, I edited 9 chapters. And don't worry, you guys, I will be going into my editing process. I will be coming out with a self-editing series next week, which I am so excited about. That was recommended in the comments, but I know that I go through different processes for self-editing based on the draft that I'm working on. So this is gonna be a series, probably like 3 or 4 videos. I'm not quite sure yet, but I at least filmed the first one already. So yes, be on the lookout for that. So I won't be talking about my process exactly during this time. So back to my Arizona trip, I flew with my sister and her husband on the 9th into North Carolina for our cousin's wedding, and I had such an amazing experience. I had never been to North Carolina before, and it was actually really cold when I was there, which was good because it made a smoother transition for me going from Arizona, where it was like in the 70s and 80s, into North Carolina, which was in the 50s and maybe low 60s when I was there, and then into Chicago, back to Chicago on the 11th, where it was in the 40s, and it had snowed for the first time while I was on vacation, and it has snowed since then, and like I think there's been 1 snow day so far for kids. So yeah, winter is definitely here. But anyways, so once I came back to work on the 12th, things were a little bit crazy because I had to like go back to real life, and I wasn't used to that. You know, like when you need a vacation from your vacation, it was kind of like that. I did take a day off when I got back from Arizona so that I could like do laundry and just kind of get back into the groove of things, but it was still really hard going back to work. And then one of the new things that happened when I went back to work was that I actually got a student on their clinical rotation. So I have been a clinical instructor for physical therapy students on their clinical rotations for probably since the first year that I started working. I've been working there for 6 years. So this is my 4th student, and I love like helping guide these students, you know, through their skills and helping them actually be able to work on patients instead of just their like practice patients. And they also teach me too. But anyway, so like I didn't have as much time at work as I usually have because, usually if I have like a patient cancellation or during lunch, I am just like on the computer trying to get stuff done, edit, write, whatever my goal is. But I didn't have that time because I had my student. So it's not like I'm like blaming my student or anything. I love having my student. I, requested to have my student, and I knew the dates that they were coming in, but I just wasn't expecting to, I wasn't like anticipating that it was going to take up like all of the time. And then, just going back to work, I was so exhausted. So probably that first week back, I maybe edited a chapter. Like seriously, you guys, because I came home and I was like, I just want to veg. I just want to watch my shows. The Good Doctor, Dancing with the Stars, How to Get Away with Murder, and This Is Us. Yes, those are all the shows I'm watching now. It is really, really bad. But anyways, some of those are over now. But so I just wanted to just veg out, and I was so tired, and I guess I just didn't realize how emotionally, mentally, and physically drained I was gonna be, not only from coming back from vacation and getting back into the groove of life, but also how much editing was draining me. So if you remember, from my 9 days that I was in Arizona, I edited about a chapter a day. I edited 9 chapters. So you think about that, like, I mean, of course I took breaks and things like that, and I wasn't like editing the whole day because I did want to like actually enjoy my vacation, because it was considered a vacation too, and sleep in and all of that. But like it would take me a whole day to go through a chapter, because doing line edits is very meticulous. And I realized I hadn't done line edits for a year and a half. That was when I was working on NaNoWriMo's 4th draft, like fall 2016. So it's been a while. So I was like, I kind of forgot that like this was gonna be kind of rough. So I tried, you guys, but the struggle bus was real. I was on the struggle plane, like cruise ship, whatever you want to call it, I was on it. So throughout the course of the next 3 weeks, so 21 days, I ended up editing 7 chapters, which was really, really sad. So near the end, I mean, probably in week 2, I was like, oh crap, like I am not gonna hit my goal. Like this is gonna be impossible, because if I only edited 9 chapters when I had the whole day, all of those days off, like what am I gonna do when I have work and life and everything on top of that? And of course, as you guys know, there was Thanksgiving, and then I got my new fur baby. So there was just a lot of changes and a lot of things that took up my time that like I kind of wasn't anticipating. But so around probably the 3rd week, I ended up changing my goal on my Write Club. That's where I was updating my goal, my chapter count. And I changed that to December 31st. So I realized like, okay, I can probably edit half of the Celestial Code, and then I can edit the next half in December. So completing the 4th draft of the Celestial Code is actually my quarterly goal. And so really, I don't need to finish that until December 31st, or by December 31st. So I was like, okay, well, that's my quarterly goal anyway, so I don't have to finish it during NaNoWriMo. I don't have to finish it during the month of November. So the biggest thing for me to not beat myself up about, having to extend this goal date was that I was able to win NaNoWriMo last year. Like, I mean, I worked hard, but it didn't come, like, it wasn't a super struggle for me. But I realized that like I was equating writing 1667 words a day to line editing and incorporating beta feedback for 1 chapter a day, and they weren't the same. And that's something that I was like, I need to give myself grace, because I made this goal before I started editing, and I didn't realize how much time it was going to take me to edit. Now people are thinking like, oh my God, you can't edit like a chapter a day? Like that sounds crazy, right? But I did not want to rush this. Like I said, I'm going through beta feedback and these line edits, and I'm going through my manuscript meticulously and looking at every single word. And I didn't want to rush it just so I could say that I won as a nano rebel. Like that just didn't make sense to me. But although I was exhausted, after work and things like that, like I know I could have pushed myself a little bit more, but my lovely anxiety and depression decided to rear its ugly head. And I think because I had fallen so behind, and that week I came back, I had only edited 1 chapter, I was just like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? And, I was just beating myself up, all of the bad things that I shouldn't tell myself. So it took like you know, stepping back and looking at the situation and realizing that like I can still accomplish a lot, and that's what I did. So I ended up editing chapters 15 and 16 to, you know, officially be halfway done with editing the Celestial Code and completing the 4th draft. So I was really proud of myself for doing that, and for just, you know, realizing that I'm still a winner, and, you know, NaNoWriMo is hard. Being a NaNoRebel is hard too. There were just so many ups and downs, and I'm just so proud of myself for pushing through and getting to where, you know, I am right now. Anyways, I hope you got some insight into the NaNoRebel life, at least in my case, and could see, you know, how it's kind of like a Camp Nano. Oh, you can adjust your goal halfway through. That's kind of what I did. I was a rebel in more ways than one. But I saw so many people on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube who won NaNoWriMo, so congrats to all of you who won NaNoWriMo. For those of you who did not, you guys still did amazing. That's what I was saying, like, you know, yes, winning NaNoWriMo is amazing, but so is just participating. And I feel great, and I feel like this talk, just saying everything out loud, is helping motivate me to bust through and finish that second half of the 4th draft, so that on December 31st, like by 2019, I will have that 4th draft done, and I am so excited. All right, you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my little Nano wrap-up. Please let me know in the comments down below what your wrap-up was, if you won NaNoWriMo, if you stopped, if you didn't even participate. Let me know what your goals are for December. Please give this video a thumbs up to support my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!